So Angie Stone, tell us what's new in the life and career of Angie Stone.
Stone Love is new in the life and career of Andrew Stone. And hanging out here with you guys, chilling, always doing something. New album encompasses poetry. My girls, from Jay Irving and Troy Carter, everybody's doing their thing. We're trying to move into television as well as more film work. There's a lot of production on the table, possible album of artists that I'm involved with. I won't let the cat out of the bag and tell you with who, but quite a few artists coming that I'm working with, and just doing a lot of writing these days, a lot of script writing, a lot of creative concepts for television. That's what I'm into these days. But more importantly, there's a tour with Anthony Hamilton that's selling out all over the place, who's my favorite these days. We have a wonderful connection, a soul connection, a real music vibe that, we're ready to go city to city, state to state, doing our things. And for y'all that don't know, you need to get your tickets early because they're selling out in hours. So, the good thing is we'll be out on the road until the end of the year, so you still got time to catch a show here or there. But I guess the most important thing is my new single, U-Haul, that was produced by Missy Elliott. Also performed on the song was Tweet. She did some background. She did a thing, and it came in as the top, number 2 out the box debut for radio, and which is a good look. So right now we just need to get on, keep popping, and get that video played. That's what time it is.
Okay. Now, is there any any sneak little clues or something you could tell us about your move into television and film? Like, is it sitcoms? Are you doing?
Well, there's a lot of things on the table. I haven't had a lot of time these days to read for movies, but there have been about 3 or 4 offers to go in and read. And until I finish the tour, I really can't commit right off the bat unless it's something that starts filming right at the end of the year. But as far as the television sitcom, I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but I will tell you that it's very promising, and I'm excited about it because it's a creative process for my brain, and I'll also get to executive produce the project, which I'm excited about. I won't tell you who the showrunner is, but it's somebody that's got probably 2 of the hottest shows on the air right now that's come on board, and I have to big up Irving Wonder, who actually went out and sussed this whole thing out for me and got me the look that I needed. So, there's a lot of great things happening on the low that you should know about, that you'll soon know about, and hopefully you'll support it.
Oh, damn. Now, speaking of film and stuff, we're coming up on the 20th anniversary of Purple Rain, Prince's movie Purple Rain. In your opinion, what would you say is the biggest life lesson that you learned from watching Purple Rain?
Wow. Well, that he's a real person. What I've learned from just watching him is that, we create stars. We put the stamp on who's a superstar, who's a regular star, who's just grinding. I think Prince in Purple Rain showed us that his bounds were limitless and that he was able to go all out and do everything and show us how it should be done. I had the pleasure of doing a duet with Prince and going out to his studio, hanging out, and just having a life lesson, education in terms of how I should move in, bob and weave out of the industry, and how there's, room at the end of the day for your own process to begin from self. He taught me a lot of that, and wherever I am and Prince is, he always calls me on stage. I have this thing that I always do called Funky for No Reason. So that's like I'll call out, he'll know that I'm in the building, and he'll start playing a groove called Funky for No Reason, and that's our signature. So I know to come on stage and do Funky for No Reason with Prince. So my hat is off to him. I think he's an icon. He's a legend. He's everything that we ought to be. He's a leader. And, in this case, there's a lot of people following him.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you've done tons and tons of shows. Was there ever a time when you hit a bad note and you, had to cover it up or something?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hit bad notes when I'm working night after night after night, and I catch a cold or I get, under the weather out on the road. You're never going to be at the top tippy top all the time, and that's why you hire people that sing as good or better than you. So in those crunch positions, you know, you need the support of your background. There's times where I'll sing and a note won't come out at all, but because, you know, I'm a trooper, I can cover it up and keep it moving. But my biggest thing is I'm loyal to my fans and I'm honest to my fans. So if I'm under the weather, I let them know from the gate, look, we all here. I could have stayed home, but I chose to be here in spite of my feeling right now. So y'all gonna have to work with me, and I'm gonna need y'all to help me out a little bit. So if they're really for you, they're gonna support you, because it's not very difficult to tell when a person has a cold. You're talking through your nose and, you know, you're pushing yourself, but it just goes to show that we're human, you know, and it happens. It happens.
Most definitely. Thank you so much.